Did you know that over 5.2 billion people use a mobile phone today? And did you know that each user on average spends 3.5 hours using their apps every day? So no matter what kind of business you're in, if your goal is to be at all times where your customer is, and you do not have an app, you're definitely missing out on a huge opportunity to massively grow your top-line revenue. But developing a great app that your users will love is no longer enough. And unless you market it with a dedicated set of techniques, you will either fail to maximize your return on investment or even fail altogether. Hi everyone, I'm Gilles Argivier, and today I'm going to show you what mobile app marketing is, what you should be aware of, and how you can use it to grow your business. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to this channel and click the alert notification button to get notified on all my new posts. Also, this is the first part of a two-part mini-series, so make sure to check out the sequel on my website or social media networks. Let's first explain what mobile app marketing is in digital marketing. Mobile app marketing is one of the many digital marketing practices. It is different from mobile marketing as it solely concentrates on promoting an app, whereas mobile marketing is a broader term that refers to any marketing activity occurring on a mobile device. Mobile app marketing regroups all the interactions with users of a mobile applications from the moment they first discover the app to when they become regular users. It is composed of 5 phases. Phase 1, awareness phase. This is where you make yourself and your app known. Phase 2, acquisition. This is where you convince to download or install your app. Phase 3, activation and retention. It is when the app gets installed and all the activities that turn this app into a regular destination for the user. Phase number 4, monetization. This is where you make your app profitable. It's not a standalone phase though. Instead, it spreads across the acquisition, activation, and retention phases and takes multiple forms. And finally, phase 5, nurturing. This is the phase where you help your lead or user mature towards the next phase of a mobile app marketing funnel. Like monetization, it happens in multiple places between the acquisition, activation, and retention phases. So is mobile app marketing effective? In fact, without mobile app marketing, it's more than likely that the launch of your app will be a waste of time and money. And these are the 5 reasons why. First, you need to identify your target audience, its volume potential, as well as intent. Information that competitive analysis and App Store optimization, or ASO, will provide you. Second, with the app market saturated with over 5 million apps, it is unlikely that your app will get discovered without any multi-channel organic and paid acquisition strategies. Third, using the best communication channels, as well as the activation and retention techniques, have shown to reduce churn rate and increase, in some cases, the lifetime value of your customer by 33%. Fourth, deciding on the right monetization strategy and running profitability simulation and analysis are critical even before you start developing your app. And finally, without any marketing analytics and the right stack of tools, how would you know if your app is performing the way it should and maximizing its market penetration? So what are the latest mobile app marketing trends you should keep an eye on for? First, a Comscore survey showed that 67% of people who downloaded an app discovered it through the app stores. Hence the priority to start by app stores when you market your app. Second, according to Apps Flyer, over 35% of app installs in 2019 are due to paid advertising, a 30% year-on-year increase. This means that if you want your app to get noticed over the other 5 million apps existing, putting aside a budget for advertising is a necessity. Third, in-app advertising is booming with a 127% increase year over year. They are a viable tool to use and a short-term complement to the traditional in-app purchases that traditionally take longer to monetize and suffer from a low 5 to 7% relevance rates. Fourth, gaming apps that represent 40% of all apps will continue to explode. They have seen a 30% increase in the last 2 years and are likely to continue to grow with the expansion of subscription models through Apple Arcades and Google Play Pass. Combined with the expansion of 5G networks that will render them even more capable and attractive, gaming apps are a definite option to consider if this is applicable for your business. So how to market your app? Well, there are over 40 different strategies you can use across the entire mobile app marketing funnel, and here are the 6 critical ones you should pay attention to. First, the prep phase, or phase 0 if you like. Before you start spending money developing and advertising your new app, it makes sense to research your market thoroughly to validate what your potential customers need as well as what your competition has to offer. So check out who your top competitors are, their brand positioning, how they price their app, and how they rank in the app stores. You can also look into what monetization model they follow. Even what customers are saying in their reviews, as knowing what is popular or not can in the development of your app be very useful. There are a variety of tools to help you in your research, and you can find a complete list of these in my website. Second, for the brand awareness phase where your focus is to ensure the discovery of your app by your target audience, one of the best strategies is to have developed your own pre-launch website. It is a great place to include a teaser video, display 5-star reviews from your beta tester, and collect emails to update your subscribers on the launch date. Third, for the activation phase where it's all about convincing people to install your app, consider then using a mix of paid search and display advertising that will give you immediate impact on the install of your app. Both methods offer significant targeting options and can be optimized to maximize the install of the app, all within a set budget. The tools to use will depend on your operating system. For iOS, you will need to use a combination of Apple Search Ads and Facebook Ads, whereas for Android, you will have to use Google Ads and Facebook Ads. All of these have very decent reporting tools to track your progress, knowing that at this stage, the number of installs and the cost per install, CPI, will be the key KPIs to keep your eyes on. So that's it for us. I hope you enjoyed this introductory guide to mobile app marketing. Also, this is the first part of a 2-part mini-series, so make sure to check out the sequel on my website or social media networks. There is of course much more to discover about mobile app marketing, and if you wish to do so, or if you need more help with your digital marketing needs, check out my website at gilesargivier.com. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, like it, share it, and tell other people about it. Thank you for watching.